Now Spears to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And Spears with another carry. And some solid. as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Levis. Short throw, it's Higbee. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Levis now on second down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to have another first down as it's happening. Jaguars 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That's taken in by Duvernay. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll throw it again with Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Levis out of the shotgun now. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately,
the Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here, trailing in this 3rd quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And brought in downfield by... The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Short throw, it's Higbee. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Hand off to Spears. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Little bootleg here. Levis. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Third and short. It's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Think he was going one direction. I was able to track the ball in another.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And here's a give to Spears. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Right back to Spears. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This is caught. Touchdown! Traylon Burks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans go up by 2. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. They sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. Fast enough. There should be space to run.
On the option, here's Spears. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Third and goal, here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice... The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. Short throw, it's Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Levis looking to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Levis to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chig Okonkwo, his 1st touchdown on the year. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And now a run with Spears. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Hey, check that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run by Spears. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down, Titans, gain of 12. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Spears. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down now, Spears. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On third down, here's Spears. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead...
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that...
There you go. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl from Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot listen me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about bitches. Like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep. It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gonna see the...
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and this one features the Ravens' rangy cornerback.
Jags defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for Charlie Kolar on that one. And it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And he'll go right back. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there.
Fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action with Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Three, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews. His tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They trail here in the 2nd quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A good pickup there, 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play,
the Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
and they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the... Well, we'll move... The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run on first down with Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again, zone.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They're locked in a tight one. Tie game, fourth quarter. So coming up with a stop here, vital as this drive begins 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the option, here's Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra... The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And this is a big spot for them. Obviously a tie ball. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only...
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down right around the 47. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes...
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly...
Hey, Lion!
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Next time, go that, please don't. Go that, me, go that.
Hey, easy, Ralph!
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the beat. When they jump in the front, see the play with the speakers. Let them might flash, touch my fans. Plus when I stop, I might cut my fans. Brush like plus, I got them up plus. Can I have a truck? I hop out out the roof.
run!
Dime on my left wrist and she got no flu. Yeah, watch look like
23.
It's post up.
Here we go.
She know it's 2 seats, so she
let's
leave
go.
her best friends. Bust
Here we
down
go.
my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Red on red. Silver.
Okay, ready? Left wrist, go there. Right wrist, go there. Necklace, go there. Sis, go there. This time,
Hey, go, go! Go! Silver!
my designer for sneaks.
On
Double
red.
down in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure.
Red.
Ramming down Miami, pull up like LeBron with the heat.
Hey, lion!
Here we go.
Hey, easy! Ralph! Thanks to 24.
Beat I might drop that hips on the stallion and those are her top half, huh?
Hey,
2300 on the horse and I'm
hey.
switching out the character, the strip is like
Hey, run!
You trying. You say you love me like you love
Rip,
me.
23! Here we go.
Your word for what it's worth, I could buy it.
Hey, let's go.
Say it's lonely at the top, but I'm buying. Because I'm only
Red
at
on red.
the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You love
Hey, go!
what it's worth, I could buy it. But say
On
it's
red.
only at the top, but I'm
Silver.
biased.
Hey, lion! Here we go. Hey, easy! Ralph! Here we go.
Left wrist, go there. Right wrist, go there. Necklace, go there. Sis, go there. This time, go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Me, yeah.
Ready, break! Silver! Lisa 24. Red. Hey! Red. Hey, run! Here we go, son. Ready up! Here we go, son. Rip, 23! Here we go, son.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm
Let's
feeling
go.
my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. At the way you get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like for the chain that's competitive. You make it rain, you know, like I wasn't.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' athletic corner, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Jags and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The Jaguars defense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sideline,
Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got his man, it's Pierce.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now an option play on second down.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Pierce. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan, so
the Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. On first down, here's Stroud.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Stroud out of the gun here. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for...
Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Again, it's Stroud.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Stroud now on 2nd down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
3rd and goal. Stroud.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the 3rd quarter of a tie football game. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a 1st down. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his man. That's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Handoff left side, Pierce. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He showed his shifty. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. They'll find Gabriel Davis.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
That's complete to Pierce. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Complete, Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's underneath to Pierce.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Here's 2nd down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field.
Let's go now.
Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get.
Hey. I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine. You dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost co-sign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. World changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta paper. And the same maker, even if we never touched the same paper. Made enough for a surplus. Quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed.
When we doing the game balls? Hey, I'm ready to get my game ball.